I hear that background. Hello and welcome everybody. Hear that? It just makes me want to,
I
hit the
want to do
ground.
that on our show.
Oh, cool.
Monday nights. Yeah.
It's in the banner section. No, in the brand section, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check that
yeah.
out.
Well, hello and welcome everybody. We've got a really
Hello.
great show planned for tonight, or episode, or whatever we want to call it. Tonight is our 7th episode of the 144 Roundtable, so welcome. Thank you for joining us. Sarah and Michael will be on in just a few minutes, and we also have a surprise guest for you after we finish our work tonight. So we're going to let Sarah's going to introduce our special guest.
Oh, cool. That sounds great. I'm excited.
Well, she knows her very well, so I can't wait. All right, now, listen, tonight, I wanted to mention a couple things, just a little bit of housekeeping before we get into like some serious conversation here, because there's been a lot of things glitching. So one of our topics is going to be about tech and the quantum computing system and some of the things that's going on, because I had to dive in and get some answers myself about what the heck is going on, and resetting phones and just glitches all over the place.
Yep.
So we will talk about that as soon as we can get to that. Hey, Sarah, welcome. Glad you made it.
She's here.
Yay. So I was just letting everybody know we're going to be doing some talking. Everybody over in chat, anyone who's watching us right now, Diane, Mystical Sanctuary, Bev, thank you guys for joining us. Anyone else who's just, lurking, feel free to jump in the chat. Hi, Dina. What's up, you guys? It's so nice to get together with everybody. I look forward to
the gang's here.
Yeah, Sunday nights are so much fun, just like Monday nights.
I know.
So listen, a little bit of stuff about tonight. We're going to have a little discussion about the tech and the Schumann resonance maybe, and stuff that's going on with the energy. But we're also going to do some energy work like we always do, and some transmissions with that. So get ready for that. And then we're going to have our surprise guest on that Sarah's going to introduce. And listen, you guys, our number 5 roundtable, I think last week was number 6, and we had already done it. And then I woke up the next morning to find out that number 5 had gotten me a strike. But this time it's a strike where they told me you don't get another warning. So they can take my channel down like right away if they want to. So I went into got a backup everything mode and make sure I have everything ready to go. I do have an account over on Rumble, and it's the same name as my YouTube channel. So it's Linda Light. And I only put one video up there, and that video is the one that got banned over here. So we really, you remember when we played Martin Luther King's little clip and a little bit from 107? Do you guys remember that one? That was number 5.
I do.
So we didn't really talk about anything bad. I mean, it was nothing bad. And they went ahead and they banned it anyway. So if you want to see that, it's over on Rumble. But if you guys want to go over and subscribe to me over there, if I do get taken down, you guys will all know, because I'll let you know. And then you can put the word out to catch me for videos over on Rumble. But hey, Michael, thanks for joining us.
Oh, no, are you getting attacked?
Yeah, number 5 got taken down.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. It's on Rumble.
Yeah. They're just shooting themselves in their own foot. That's all.
Yeah.
They're making us all leave. Okay.
We're over the target. Well, I wanted to ask you guys about tech. Let's get right into it, because the tech, Josie's here too. Hey, Josie. So listen, the tech has been doing funky things, and there's been people that are saying to me the same thing that I've noticed. Like, I can't get onto the internet on certain things. I thought I lost my laptop. No, it wasn't the laptop. My mom could get on in her room. We have the same Wi-Fi connection. Our next door neighbor had the same issue. Somebody was over. They couldn't get on. She could get on. They had the same Wi-Fi connection. So this was just starting some of the glitches. And then there was a few other things that happened, like texting and social media apps were like blanking out and they weren't letting me get on. It's like, oh, okay, it's getting glitchy. Let's reset the phone. So you turn the phone off. That's your tip. Turn the phone off, turn it back on. It usually works. The thing is, I had to get deeper into it and ask, me, I had to ask higher, what is going on? So are you guys I'll tell you that in a minute, but are you guys having any social media glitches or a little blackout or internet problems or text disappearing or anything like that?
Yeah, nothing magical, but like errors. Yeah, my on my services page, I didn't even do nothing, but it was all HTML and all text and all of this weird. And so I asked my web person to take a look at it, and they logged in and they're just like, no, it looks good for me. And so of course I look at it then, oh yeah, it's back to normal. So, and then something happened the other day. It was a crypto website, and like it just wasn't coming up. And I don't know if that was just for me or and it's there today. I was checking it out today, so it totally works. It's fine, but it's just weird. Yeah, I think, why just me? Whereas I'm sure the whole world was probably able to look at, access it or something, So yeah, nothing too other.
Yeah. What about Sarah? What about you and Sherry? You guys getting any kind of glitches or anything happening? What have you noticed?
I have just I've had to reboot my phone a few times. Videos not playing, internet just wonky. I noticed if I turn the Wi-Fi off and use my straight data on my phone, it seems to work a little bit better in certain spots. But for the most part, yes, it's been wonky.
Yeah.
I saw Josie said something about she was on that 3D.
Yeah.
She was stuck on it. So yeah.
She was stuck on 3G earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Sherry?
Yeah, same thing. I actually had, over the past couple of months, I've had to shut my phone down a couple times. And then the crypto exchanges that I have, the apps, they've been like black screens, things like that.
Right.
Yeah, just like and they're frozen. Yeah. And then what was the one, something that's similar to what Sarah said? Oh, like my Wi-Fi just on my phone, I was in my house, my Wi-Fi was working, but the phone Wi-Fi wasn't working, which never, ever happens. I've never had that problem. So yeah, just really weird, little glitchy, slow, and yeah, more than usual.
I think we're all kind of getting used to like things like that happening once in a while, but I decided to tap in and hear. You want to hear what I got?
Yeah.
So I got the quantum system is being tested while conversions are occurring. So issues with tech, the connections are rolling and resolving. So as they're rolling, they're doing like a rollout of the conversions. They're resolving all the issues. So internet could be like the veils lifting to the quantum consciousness. So social media and platforms, as they're rolling in the quantum computing system, we are actually bridging the two worlds, the two realities. And they wanted me to talk a little bit about the quantum ships, the quantum consciousness. So let's just look at it like, you've all seen a sci-fi movie where there's no controls on the inside of a ship, like a spaceship, and there's no controls. And it's like, how do they steer it? Well, we know it's with their consciousness, right? They always wind up revealing that somehow. The great reveal is that they use their minds to control it, their consciousness, or the mind system uses the consciousness. It's like they become one with the ship, just like our body is like a car we drive in. It's like a ship. So the quantum computing system is so much more than what we're used to in 3D. And it really is, we are bridging between the 3D reality and the 5D, the new world. We know that. We're walking between the two worlds. Everybody's talking about it now. Did you notice that? I don't know if you've noticed any videos you've seen. I don't watch everybody, but the ones that I'm led to see or hear, like Paul, Sarah, you introduced me to Paul White Golden Eagle or Golden White Eagle. He's talking about, he's reading from somebody else. He's given the news and the updates, and he's talking about bridging the two worlds or walking between the two worlds too. So like everybody's starting to talk about this now in the communities, that we're literally grounding and rooting that in. Well, why would we suspect, if our consciousness controls the ships over there, that our quantum computing system over here wouldn't be aligned with our consciousness too? So as we're getting these upgrades, we're going to start seeing a lot more of the really cool, and it's a little scary for some people to think, oh, my computers, I'm just going to think and the website's going to show up. Well, maybe not that much yet, but yeah, maybe at some point. I think we get everything we need. And all of us have probably experienced where we tap on something to watch something and something else comes up just at the right time. So I think we can expect a little bit more of this, but I guess
I'm seeing a lot of angel numbers coming through, or syncs with the numbers. The numbers have been off the chain since the 8/8 portal opened up. Yeah. I felt like I was really linked in with those codes when they were coming in during that time, and I'm matched up right with the 9/9. So can't wait to see what the 10/10 is fixing to bring.
Oh my God, yes, the 10/10.
I think we're also just our gifts are coming online so strongly now that we're just unconsciously able to influence with our field more than we think we are. That's what I'm receiving. it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, because the people need to feel that and get comfortable with that first, so just like the rollout, we want it now, but it's the gradual, we all know it's kind of got to be, but again, it'll be faster, right? We were talking on the last one, because we've done all the work, we got all the, as soon as they're like, what do you mean? Why doesn't it make sense? We're like, here, look, I come into my crazy bat cave that I got. Look at all the stuff I got on the wall, all my stuff. It's all real. Watch,
it's all real. Star Wars is real.
Yeah.
Star Trek, it's here.
Star Trek, man. Star Wars, of course it is.
Yeah.
I mean, but being able to say we're getting ready to birth into the galactic community, that's the event that no one's going to know, and it's going to happen. Like, nobody knows the date of that. So do we want it to be where we are birthed into the galactic community, but we still have people that are going to recreate the same corruption in corporations? I mean, because you don't think in the galactic community, they don't have super conglomerates and corporations and cabal people, and you don't think that there was a black market for human traffic, like up in there or over there, or I mean, come on. So we have to clean it up from down here so that when we get there, we can stand in our take our rightful place as an evolved species, as the human species would be.
Yeah. And the part of more than where Spirit always says, the acceptance, the ability for people to accept them and all of this, instead of it being that shocking moment, because it's going to be that way no matter what. Yeah. But, once they know the hearts are more open and we're more aligned with that truth, I think that start making things happen, big time, or whatever, we can see it.
And the numbers, you guys, the numbers are everywhere. Everywhere. Everything is stupid coded. I love that phrase. -48. Yeah. Stupid coded. It just makes me giggle every time I get it. Even if it's just when I glance at the clock, it's back to that, like, everything is coded, and it's so cool. So, all right, let's see. What about this energy coming in from the sun? So, Sherry, let's talk a little bit. Tell me what you found today about the Schumann resonance, because wow.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to check every day. The last couple of days, I've had a really hard time sleeping. I had a little lull, and I talked about that in August too, but just the last couple of days, it was like I've been up like every couple of hours. I wake up, I'm exhausted, I'm dreaming, I know I'm doing work. Sometimes it's pleasant, sometimes it's just kind of angsty, so I wake up and I'm really tired, but I always check the Schumann resonance. And yesterday was strong, but today it was like the amplitude was like 73, which the most I've ever seen it is 61. I'm sure, Linda, you were saying you'd seen it at like 150 at one point, but it's knocking me on my butt. Like, I'm exhausted, but my body just wants to keep, like, my mind's racing. My body wants to keep going. I want to get all this stuff done. It's great for motivation. It's like great to get your stuff done, but I'm exhausted. Like a walking zombie.
Right. Right. I put so much makeup under my eyes.
I do, right here, because I'm
so much.
So freaking tired.
I know. And
it's intense. And like all this, all the world stage, it's like, there's just so much going on. I finally had to put my notifications for Telegram on mute, because it was like, there were so, and it wasn't like they were repeating the same thing over and over again. Like in the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning, when this all started up, it was like, you would get the same stuff over and over. It's like every second, it feels like every minute, every hour, there's something new going on. And it's fascinating, because you can feel it. Like we talked about, just feel so grounded in this new earth right now, even with everything going around. It's like being in the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it does feel like that. Yesterday was 911.
I was going to say, don't put your hands out as soon as you do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want that force wind to like knock your fingers off.
Turn off the telegram.
Hand of God, Holy Spirit, force wind.
Right.
Blow it away.
Okay, let's try it. Bang.
Your whole arm
it goes like this. Start like this. You got your elements, your intention, your wind, your fire. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Force wind out. Bye.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah. So it does knock you off balance. It makes you tired. I've noticed people that are awake, that are listening. I've called them the double sleepers before, because they won't speak out yet, but they're seeing things. They've woken up in their first round of wake up. And I still think they're going to be the most influential, but we're getting a whole new round of people that are saying, oh my God, I couldn't sleep. I was up till 4:00 in the morning, or, oh my God, I slept for 12 hours. Like, Sherry, were you just saying that?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I have not been able to sleep at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but doing work too, like waking up and being like, okay, now I have to clear this field, or okay, this comes in and now I got to clear it. Just, and I know double sleepers may not be doing that, but this, not being able to get sleep is, I think.
Yeah. Well, getting used to it every day, like getting used to the higher light quotient in your body, being able to surf it doesn't mean you're not going to get knocked down too. Like you'll get really super tired, like you're saying. I've been noticing a little bit more like dreams coming back again, and then like I know I can fly. Just saying.
Yeah,
and they like being in a box or in a room and they're like, no, you're not coming. You're not going to fly. And I'm like, watch me. And I fly in circles in the room. I was like, one of these days I'm going to break through that ceiling and just be like, you can't contain this. But in my dream state, I don't always have that full ability. I don't think. That's like, I don't know. Maybe they're just keeping it down. I don't know. Are you guys remembering your dreams more? Or are you having
Yes.
Yeah? Are they coming back for you this week?
Yes.
Sarah, yeah. Michael, yes. Well, I wrote a couple poems. I was just trying to get out in nature because everything was glitching. And it was like, I think the universe was leading me, or myself was leading me to go to a park and just channel that. So I put those 2 poems in the last video that I did. And it was time to meet yourself. No, or time. I forget. It's the last video. But both of the poems' names are listed in the title. So I just switched it around as they came in channeled. And it really is about walking between the 2 worlds. They're short, they're sweet. It's not like really long spiritual slam, but you guys, my cousin wrote all of her poetry. She's she writes like me, I think, but she does a little bit different, and she does artwork, and she put together a book of poetry. And I'm so proud of her. So I put the link in the description box already. If you guys want to check that out, it's over on Amazon. And I just wanted to give her a shout out. The book's in the other room. I read through it in one night. I was so proud of her. It's like, you guys, she inspired me. I'm going to take my book now. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put all my poetry together in a book, and I'm going to get it published. So
nice. Good for you. That's awesome. Yeah.
I think I can get that done before the documentary. It's just too much work right now. It's too much work. All right. Well, you guys ready to do some work?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. I wanted to ask you, I had a decree that came channeled in. I wanted to ask you guys if you wanted to do a quick decree to bind the serpent bound in the flesh. You guys want to do it? Yeah. Came in through my higher. All right. So I will say this, just take a couple deep breaths. Anyone that wants to join in, you can join in by proxy. You can join in simultaneously as I'm saying it, or you can say it in your mind after. But if you guys want to say it out loud, you go ahead and say it with me, or make the intention that I will be the voice for you if you don't speak it out loud and you're saying it in your mind. Or you can also reserve the right to hear the entire decree and then say either yes or no. So you can hear it. You don't have to, if you're thinking it, don't think, oh my God, I'm getting drawn into something. I don't know what this is, blah, blah, blah. This is light energy to do what needs to be done from the great I am presence. And it needs to happen so that spiritual forces can have the authority to bind what they need bound in the body. So it's harvest time, you guys. And it's like soul permission. So I'm going to put this out here. And after I'm done reading this, we'll just go right in on the Christ grid and pull out, go where we need to go. So start calling it out when I'm done this. Just tell me what you're seeing and where we're going to head to. And I'll let you guys decide where we're going and what we're going to do after that. All right.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, everybody take a deep breath in. And they're telling me, Sherry, if you have light language coming in at the same time, if you want to use those vocals, because then you can hit it from the other dimensions.
Okay.
You can speak simultaneously if you want, or in conjunction. I'll pause if you feel the need to say it.
Okay.
So this was coded on September 11th, 2021 at 4:33. Begin the last 2 decrees of the invocation cycle of 7. So here we go. I am that I am from the center core of my being. I invoke the electronic presence of Jesus Christ, or any other name his spirit is known by. I invoke the Holy Spirit of the divine celestial realms and dimensions. I call forth God's own protection of infallibility and the most mighty divisions. And I do declare this very moment in time is the core merge destiny point where justice is declared upon the earth. All souls are bound to body and shall be harvested as such. The light and the dark shall all know truth and consent fully to the revelations manifest with full transparency upon the earth now. We are grateful. We are ready. Begin. And so it is. I'll just take a deep breath in and take that fire power that you feel in your upper chakras. Pull it down into your heart chakra. When you breathe out, push it down from your heart, straight down through your lower chakras, right into the center core of earth. Ground that. Ground that puppy. Ground that fire. And when you breathe it back up, let it flow out through your crown chakra and into your own field, in a toroidal, beautiful field of blossoming golden Christ light energy. Feel yourself connected to the love light Christ grids, the Amenti grids, ley lines, Amenti ley lines, crystal cities. Feel yourself staying within the sphere and around the sphere of earth. Don't go too far. See it like a blanket coming down over earth. Transparent, liquid, golden light. See the golden net of activation coming in through all the crowns of all the point grids, everyone who's center point, everyone who's open to receive, and ground this in through their crown down straight into earth. On the next in-breath, pull it in, out-breath, push it down into earth. New formations of grounding will be slightly different moving forward. Everyone who's ready to ground in this way, take it up to a 7D level. Use your lights to ground. Use your breath and your wind force to ground Christ grid. See the reality that is the unseen in the 3D world. See that plasmic reality. See the crystal cities. See the galactic community. See where we're getting ready to birth into. And pull that closer to you and down in through your fields. Let go of the resistance in the heart. Let your heart light shine. Clear. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out any densities that no longer serve the highest good of all. Okay, checking in with everybody.
Just doing kind of a sweep of the planet within the channels of all the grids that have been developed in parallel with the Earth. So these latitudes, just but within the Earth. And I'm just feeling all these higher energies coming down, filtering down onto the Earth. And really, as you're saying, like opening up, I'm feeling the collective heart space opening. So it's really kind of beautiful.
I'm still feeling tensions in the hearts. I'm feeling a lot of pain that they're holding on to. Can we work on releasing those?
Yeah, lots of clearing going on. Yep. One second.
So I'm creating a wave of just gentle floating for people to relax our bodies as we let go, in the sense of being carried by the waves, being fully supported, and whatever comes your way, there's purpose, there's meaning, there's substance underneath anything that you might not have yet dove down to reach. So as it all comes up, to stay afloat takes less effort than more. More effort equals more resistance. A lot of people are going to respond in this way already. So just a gentle reminder of the water, energy, abundance, cleansing through the grids. An energetic tidal wave just rinsing. It's pulsing in my third eye with the wave.
Yeah, it's pulsing like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And they're showing me a picture of the Schumann resonance. So, Sherry, I wonder if that's what all those lines were. It's like a pulse of a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
When we started, I saw 3 white lines connected at the top. So it was like an actual triangle, but then it was 3 that came out. And I think that was just part of the story that was put to the hearts of everyone. The knowing that we all have. To be loved, hearing love.
Worthy of receiving and worthy of giving. Finding that worthiness for the powers that you have within that is only given by the Creator Source. But you are a container for that Holy Spirit, that prana, chi, ki, life force.
Always had it.
Mm.
Awaken it up.
Seeing the collective receiving this beautiful light of renewal. So as you were talking about the chi, prana, life force coming in, it was like they were replacing the old, this debris, and then bringing in the new. Just this beautiful columns of light just coming down into each person on the planet. And then angelic realm helping to plant the seed within the heart space to open up compassion and love. Kind of feel the change as well. Release the divide.
They're showing.
They're showing the new timeline. Let everyone allow themselves to find their own way. It's important for them inside that part.
Yeah. And they're showing me a vision that it's like a template coming down, setting on top of even all technology is what they're saying. The quantum computing system is not, we're not going to reinvent the wheel. So it'll just be overlaid, and it's like if there's darkness and then a blanket of light comes down and it just fills the space with light. Darkness has nowhere to go except to show its true self. So they're showing me this ever expanding grid work of light, shining light in all the darkest corners, all the way down to the core of Earth, subterranean travels, and all the tunnels that were used for nefarious, the ones that can never be used again, and cell prison, like unbelievable amounts of people that were being held captive, and some are flooded, some are used and will be used for high-speed subterranean travel in the future as well. There's a lot of things coming. There's a lot of things coming. They're trying to say one step at a time because people need to see, like Michael, you were saying, they need to see every bit of it. Anybody sensing anything that needs to be done now?
Lots of clearing. Feels good.
Keep seeing the repeating blue dot that just keeps it's going out. Just here, and then it just pops back in. Just sending out like the truth. It's the truth that everyone is getting, because as we all know, the truth is your truth, their truth, and however much time it takes or what happens, it's part of the fun that you're all just gonna get to see what you see first, knowing that it's all possible and knowing that it's all coming. That we can hold that space for, don't worry, we'll have clean energy soon. And people know that. They see that. In the mind, their third eye, people are starting to see now more, even if it's just theirs. But yeah, part of the disclosure.
Okay. So they want an activation coming forward, and this activation is for personal empowerment healing, but they're saying it's in a way that's going to wake people up now that they're standing in their own truth. They're standing in their awareness that there's a lot more to be learned. This activation goes to all light points, all center points, all divisions, everyone who wants to stand in their center point division of their energy field, owning their personal sovereignty. This activation is going out across the Christ grid and to all light units who are standing up saying, I want this, I'm ready for this, please show me. And this is going to be a healing activation for releasing old programs. And it's also going to be healing people who have known about these things and have gone back to sleep to a point. This is going to help wake them back up in peaceful light and love again, so that they can stand in a graceful way of welcoming new people into the field in a very loving embrace. No, I told you so's. No, I told you so's. No, I told you so's, you guys. Treat other people the way you want to be treated and allow this healing activation. Sherry, can you back me on the light language?
Absolutely. Yep. It's coming through. Yeah. Shinawate nuakata shamahin or ishna kita dua mehiti noa ekata shna ekita mehe noa indusha bakata situtna nikita mua inya hana inwa inya inya hata shna katua maheti inoa tisu tu juana ki mai doa me doa shikita shto sikita Sikana Namachi Shta Shkta Shtka Sutra Shkta Namahete Tush Namahita Nihinaishna Ekitu Esenka Nati Situa Namahite Shinahikiti Siti Namaete Tuan Shkanamahete.
Thank you. Okay. All right, everybody. I feel like we should come back in gratitude. Thank you all. Thank you for that. Thank you for that blessing on both sides, on all around. And thank you to everybody that openly received this. We're going to bring you back now. Slowly come down into your crown. And when you're ready, start wiggling your body. Take a deep breath. Pull yourself all the way down into your toes. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers, your hands, your head, your face, your cheeks, your body. Feel your body. The gratitude for this body in this life. when you're ready, open your eyes and be back here again.
Wow. That activation was super, super charged, Linda. That was awesome.
It was coming through and Michael was talking, like they were already making my hands move. Like,
yeah.
like
I was feeling it. When you said, could you speak? I was like, yeah, they're already telling me. That's super cool.
The language was cool. Yeah. We just remember to keep that space for them, because they kept saying, when you're doing it, and you're going through the timelines and you're clearing it up, and that seed that's in them is going to be their best reflection, but that's going to be scary for some. So just opening up that the old is going to go, and we're always here for the new. And I think those seeds, that's what's going to connect. So yeah, good job.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you guys. So I look forward to my Sunday nights with you guys. I can't tell you how much I love doing this work.
Yeah, me too. I do too.
And you know what?
My fun days to do all my spiritual stuff.
Yeah, and I've got something cool for the end for a little ticker bar that's gonna go across for you and Sherry both. I'm gonna add it all together in one little thing. But listen, I don't want you running out before we have our special guest. I don't think you know who's coming on tonight, do you, Michael?
No,
and you know what? The whole thing. Okay, well, the whole thing is we're all creating these like little communities, and each person is a bubble, and each community is its own bubble, right? And as we keep connecting communities and doing all that, this was like part of the vision that they gave me for the Holy Bird Tribe, was that there's communities within communities, and we're all going to be connecting. And so many people have had the same vision. I know you guys all have too. So, Sarah, I think you might want to take this next part and introduce our special guest.
Yes, I am super excited to introduce my friend. I actually, what's funny is a lot of the people that we've reached out to over the last couple years, you can generally feel when someone is, the right connection is there. And I'm telling you, every morning I would hear this woman's voice, I would get to cracking up. I swear to God, I've known her in a past life, but her name is Josie Jackson. She's a psychic channel. She's an energy practitioner as well. She studies Vedic astrology. She actually got me very interested. I'm kind of a student under her. She works with people on the belief systems and the traditions, the traditions of the different aspects of spirit. I cannot say the word now. Spirit. Michael, say it for me.
I have no idea what I'm reading the comments in my mind right now. So I know split second I looked at the comments for Dina.
I'm going so high speed I start to stutter. It's hilarious because I can't get the words out fast enough and it's just rolling so fast.
But wait, Sarah, before you go on too, that's just really funny. I was going to say, we have to like calm down and ground from these energies. So we give you a chance to give a proper introduction because I've been wanting to meet this woman. So go ahead, keep going.
Well, Josie also helps people in the collective with the awakening process as well. So she's just very, very gifted, very wise, I can tell, just over the last few years watching her. So, yeah, Josie, come on.
All right, let's bring her on. Hey, Josie, welcome.
Hello.
Oh, so
this is quite interesting.
So glad you could join us. Sarah started telling us earlier about you connecting communities and people and putting people together in this. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I am what I would call a spiritual facilitator, right? So I like to work with people who are already currently on their path or just stepping into their path to help them be the best version of themselves, whatever that version is at that point in time. So whatever it is that person needs, and no matter what their tradition is or background, I specialize in getting them further than where they are in ascension.
That's awesome. Tell us a little bit about your awakening. Tell us, if you don't mind, just tell us a little bit about what got you onto the path. Yeah.
I'm so lit right now, you guys. Thank you, Linda. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I woke up in 2014 to 11/11. Okay. I got into astrology from that point, and then rabbit holed my way into, a whole bunch of stuff at the time. When I first started meditating, it was because I had learned Reiki, and I got a lot of information up front. So everything was kind of overwhelming until my guides told me I didn't have to remember everything. And then that's when things kind of smoothed out. I got brave enough to start a YouTube channel. I shut that one down and then started another one.
Yeah.
So I've been doing YouTube, psychic fairs, events, all kinds of stuff before this thing happened with us, this situation in the world. But I'm an event person. I like groups of people and really doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, well, it's good energy, especially when you get like-minded people that are doing it for the right reasons, bringing people together to help people. There's a lot more energy to create with.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. My YouTube subscribers are, I guess you could say they're making a small sacrifice, because I've been having the Starseed huddles. That's what I call them, huddles. But on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Fridays, I started literally having the little private Zoom meetings with whoever wants to show up, because I'm not playing with YouTube. Like, it gets in the way, you see.
Yes.
So we've been coming together, and I felt like instead of doing the normal videos that I do, which is the energy updates, and sometimes I do the readings for people, I said, nah, we got to have these huddles. Like, this is getting real physical, not just real, but real physical. And I felt like the light workers in Starseed community really needed like huddles, so that we could keep going out there and getting in the game, because the struggle is like so real right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Is your YouTube is Josie Jackson? It's your name, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it is real. It is. We're learning just how real it is.
Yeah, y'all gotta forgive me, because I swear I felt like I just ran down the hall and ran back. Like,
yeah, this is why when you see us talking and we do our work like this, why sometimes we start laughing and we can't stop. It's crazy.
oh my God!
You triggered me. Oh yeah. I remember.
And I'm over here changing colors and going on. Look, when I woke up this morning, I literally had a whole moment, because I was thinking, Spirit, is this it? Is this it? Because it was
Right.
super quiet. It was really surreal. And I was like, great. Did they pick up those people they were supposed to pick up? Like, I was thinking, if I looked in my son's room, he wouldn't be there. I had a whole existential crisis this morning, and I was just looking at the trees like, I know I'm not here. I know I'm not here.
It's so funny. I had a moment like that the other day, because I see the birds every day. I have a very strong connection with the birds. And I was sitting out there and I'm looking around. And I noticed I don't see any birds, like none. And this was so kind of creepy. And I'm like, am I in the twilight zone? And then my mother came out to sit on the porch with me. And I said to her, it's a little strange. I said, do you see any birds? Just point out one bird to me. And she's looking around, no birds. And finally, we had two that dive bombed, right past us and across, almost like they were doing a flyby going, okay, we're busy, here we are. And then they left, because I'm literally like, I'm going to stay out here till I see a bird. It was just nuts. I felt like I was in the twilight zone.
I'm telling you, it's been a day. It's been a day where where your multi-dimensional self is highly present as a collective. And you're like, look, I can't, not right now. Like, I still have these physical tasks. I can't be all of us right now, right here. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
it's all right. We gonna get through it.
It's a good thing or a bad thing, It's like, oh, he's there. Oh, dang, we're back. All right, yeah. It's good.
Exactly.
But I thought we were out of here. Dang. It was so close Today really felt like it, guys, you know, but
Well,
all right.
I heard something really good, something uplifting, because you know how we keep talking about we got to reach that tipping point, and you think, oh my God, there's nobody around here that thinks the way I do, but we had to find our tribe interspersed throughout all over. Okay. Well, then I started thinking to myself, God, if we have to get like even 51% of the people, it ain't going to happen for a long time. That's what I was thinking. But I heard you only need 5%. This is what was coming through, is just 5%. That's all we need. 5% of the light work people that have gotten to the point where we kind of understand what we're in, and we kind of know where we're at and what we're doing, you know, and all of it. Like 5% is not a lot. So we just have to keep speaking our truth. And that's why they keep wanting us to come back to the throat chakra. And that's why they keep showing me that some people are sleeping. Double sleepers have woken up once. As soon as they start speaking, it's going to be game over, because their level of influence, especially if they've spoken out against a lot of the things that they're finding out now are lies, a lot of their influence is just going to push the tipping point to, like, you know, do we want a golden age or do we not? Do you know, do we want to live in this, what we're seeing right now? Do you want to live in that world, or do you want the other? Like, and it's all about the throat chakra and speaking out. So they keep wanting to do that work.
And that's the age we're in, Aquarius. So, you know, the truths and yep. So
I love how y'all are talking about grounding differently, because I don't even remember when I started doing it, but I started grounding the fifth dimensional Terra like probably like more than like 7 months ago. I just switched over. Yeah. And a lot of people have been talking about how we're not grounding the same anymore.
No.
Yeah, it's true.
And you're right. You're right. It's been going on for a while. For some of us have been doing that, like using the mind system to use the plasmic and Christ energy in that way. It's just that there's people that I still get that will say, like, how do I ground, or what should I do? And it's like, yeah, all right, I guess I'll tell you to, because they need to do it this way. They need to go through the process of learning. So it's okay. Go, you know, hug your pet or your plant, or walk barefoot on the ground. Like, that's a great way to ground. But how do you do that when you're in the middle of a city in an apartment complex and you're on concrete? You have to use your mind to do it. So it's like good practice for people in the cities to use their mind system to ground. And you're doing that by using your super consciousness.
You change your molecules and it goes into your body, because that's the Tai Chi aspect, or, you know, your body is, right? It's an organ, your skin's an organ. So you ground as soon as you wake up and you hit your body again. You're grounded into your body right then and there. But then our bodies are like, got all this stuff to go through too, and it needs to ground. So yeah, if you can remember that connection, that just listen to your body, go slow, breathe, you know, and then your body will slow down to the same slow speed of the earth, you know, because we're made of the same stuff. So yeah, it's I think that's what it is. It's more like a knowing. It's like you say, you do it for so much time, and so for those of us who have, we recognize grounding that way. So yeah, I think it'll be easier because people step into it. Right?
I just recently shared that Joe Dispenza present moment meditation with my channel, because I've been doing it a lot lately. And it's pretty intense. It's pretty awesome. You don't realize how out of your body you are until you practice feeling your body and being in your body. And it's not even what people think it is. Like, well, for me, because I can't speak for everybody, but every time I do that meditation and I start bringing myself back to myself after I let my thoughts run and I come back to myself, it's a deeper and deeper cosmic experience. And I realized that this physical body is inside of the spiritual body. It's not the other way around. And the spiritual body is big.
Yes, it is very big.
So I was like, whoa, this is what I feel like for real.
Yeah. Like you feel your body breathing, you know, like, like you're just like, whoa, that was my arm. You know? Like, I'm gonna breathe in my arm for 5 minutes. Oh, like, you know, it's amazing. Like, I didn't know, why have I not cared about you so much, arm? You know, like, it's and that's what it is for real. Because if you're this galactic being, It's literally we're like, all right, how do we make this thing move? Okay, okay, put the leg like that, put the leg like this, and it's what we have to do. And we're just like, we're used to like, why don't we have it now? I want to manifest it. It should have been here yesterday, and it's just like, no, we're not. We got practice.
We do. We got practice. Yeah.
It's a lesson. It's a skill we got to remember.
Mm-hmm. Just like being in this reality and being in other realities, I run multiple timelines that I'm actually aware of. When you were talking about dreams, I was like, oh yeah, that's my norm. You're talking about the books and the poems. I got a book full of dreams. I recall my dreams pretty much almost every day. And I'm on a ship right now, a Pleiadian ship.
Yep.
Okay. At the same time. Yep. So for me, I have to practice constantly being on the timeline that I choose to be, because I shift. I'm so shifty.
Well, I think what we forget is the human. Our little humans' minds want to think that this is all. So when we actually realize and we do go over there and we know we're over there, yeah, you can pop into that reality too, but we do want to be here present. Well, that's how we can do our work, and we could like open up our eyes and check something and still be present in that world too. It's called bilocating. And
tell it.
Yes, it's called bilocating. Preach, sister. Bilocating is walking between two worlds, walking within two worlds, walking in two worlds at the same time. And it's a multi-dimensional state, because one world is in one frequency, one reality is in another frequency. They're both valid realities. And at some point, this reality is going to be birthed into this reality when it merges. We hear about timelines collapsing and timelines merging all the time. Well, our realities are going to birth into the galactic reality. So in that galactic reality, though, you can have multiple dimensions existing where you can see. Yes. So the people that are more, say, denser in that reality, say denser in a galactic community, they may not be able to fly or to heal or to shoot the hand of God light signals or
see you
or fly or disappear or heal instantly or have the gifts that we all telekinesis. And yes, they may not be able to see you if you want to go invisible on them. Let's pull some Caspers and walk through the walls. Like, come on, it's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. But like teaching people that our human bodies, we're bringing our human bodies into that birth. Like we're birthing human bodies into that. So it's an ascension. There's nothing else to call it. It's an ascension.
Yeah, the consciousness, that's the whole idea. Is as it expands for people, we realize, oh, that's what we're doing. I have a spaceship. I can go there. And then ideally this time we'll have choice, in the physical vessel. So we'll still be here. So yeah, it's all just expanding more and more and more and more and more. So I just think as we get that, some of us get there and others still aren't. It just becomes more apparent, just like in life, maybe in some ways where, like a kid who doesn't know something, they're not even paying attention to the car that's barreling down the street. You get out of the road, they have no awareness that it's even there, So I think as the consciousness goes, there's no man left behind, and we're just bridging the whole thing. We're just going to, we're blazing the new trail, right? All of it.
Yeah. Oh, wait till you see my ship, guys. Hey, Tina's joining us too. Hey, Tina. And Divine Artistry, thank you for coming back. Mystical Sanctuary. Hey, you guys, while we have our special guest Josie on tonight, would anybody like to ask her anything at all, or anyone else? Yeah, put it in the description box. Well, she's ready to answer. Oh, Sarah's got one. Let's start with Sarah, and we'll give them a chance for the comments.
So in Western astrology, my Venus is in Scorpio in the 10th house. In Vedic astrology, I believe my Venus is in Leo. But no, wait. No, my Venus is in Scorpio again, but it's in the 10th house.
It's in the same house. It's the same placement. That's what you just said.
Okay.
Yeah, you said the same numbers. I'm checking my math. So
I kind of zoned out because I don't follow this, but Bev does in the comments. Bev, you better be paying attention, girl.
I'm like, what?
Chime in. So wait,
No.
say it again, Sarah.
Well, what I was trying to is to figure out the difference in between the Western astrology and the Vedic astrology, because right now we moved into Venus and Scorpio, but
Yes.
my actual placement is Venus in Scorpio.
Oh, okay. So let's just keep it Western so you can understand the collective transit, like the actual planets. When a planet is making a transit, right? Like Venus is in Scorpio per Western astrology. That's the mainstream one that most people are aware of. So for you in Western astrology, since you have Venus in Scorpio in the 10th house, you would be having a Venus return. That's what it's called when it returns to the place where it is in your birth chart.
Gotcha. Okay.
A Venus return. I've heard of Saturn returns. I haven't heard of a Venus return.
Mm-hmm. All of the planets return every year on your birthday. You have a solar return. The sun is simply returning to where it was when you were born.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So for you, Sarah, you having your Venus return. Don't get me to talking because I'm not looking at this chart right now. I'm thinking about something else because on the 14th, who's going back over there next to Saturn? Somebody's moving back towards Saturn. Don't get me started. Look. On the 14th, something's going back and it's going to be conjunct Saturn.
Well, I know we have the solstice on the 22nd.
See, she got me started knowing that I did not have this app open. I use Cosmic Insights.
Oh, you go right ahead, girl. Look.
Venus and Leo. I'm reading the comments too, and I cannot touch anything, you guys, because I don't know how to use StreamYard, and I will leave. I'm like, I ain't touching nothing. Jupiter, thank you, Dev. You're awesome. I knew somebody was gonna help me. Yeah, Jupiter is going back over there to hang out next to Saturn, and a lot of people are going to benefit from that. Do you see what I mean? It just depends on the placements, but Jupiter is the guru as well as what I call Santa Claus. And when you have Jupiter sitting next to Saturn, it kind of takes the edge off of some things. And Saturn is dealing with concrete reality. Anything that deals with physical, whether it be money, whether it be buildings, or like anything that physically manifests, right? So if a lot of you have been struggling, wondering what happened to my mojo, my magic finger does not seem to be working, you just wait until the 14th on. You're going to see some things. And those other outer planets are about to come out of retrograde too. So all of the little stuff that they've been doing internally with us is going to come out, and you're going to see it manifesting once between now. We're in September. Between now and the end of December, a lot of planets are coming out of retrograde, and you're going to see a lot of what wasn't actually happening for people out there. It's going to be physical. Do you see?
It's going to manifest.
So cool.
It's manifesting. I love it. You keep talking if you want. You go ahead. I love your.
Yeah.
It's like the inside. The inside is flipping to the outside. It's literally like birthing. It's like we're physically making this flip happen. We're doing it.
This little Mercury retrograde we're coming up on is that moment. Like, let's say you're a star and you're about to go out on stage. It's that moment where they're fixing your mic. They're making sure your clothes don't get ripped off.
Wardrobe malfunctions.
Mercury retrograde is literally that last little bit of time before you get out there and you start to do some things. So even though these other planets are that's how we're going to say it. Once Mercury stations direct again, it's basically taking all of those outer planets, Uranus and the other ones that are retrograde, and it's taking them with it when it comes out of retrograde. So this Mercury retrograde is very important because what they're looking, I'm channeling y'all. Forgive me. That's why I'm like, I'm trying to be technical, but they're like, no, we just gonna say it like this.
You say it.
What's happening is that last stage check or whatever before you get out there and you start to engage in the new energy. Okay, because Spirit is trying to make sure you're good. You're good, because you know you're going out there and we don't know exactly what's going to happen. They're literally saying we don't know what's going to happen because it's you, it's your show. We want to make sure your clothes don't get ripped off and your mic is working because you're about to go out there because you're the creator. You see what I mean? And it's your show. And anything that comes up during this Mercury retrograde, please have grace, because the check and recheck is for good reason. Because a lot of people are going to come out of this Mercury retrograde with large amounts of money that they didn't have before, with more responsibility, with you know, boots on the ground. Let's get this new physical experience popping. Okay.
It's your helmet.
Do you think that's going to be
exactly?
Do you think that's going to be cryptocurrencies too, or Nasara just Sarah?
Oh yeah.
Or
that's I'm talking about in any way, shape, or form possible. When I mean money, I mean also assets. Anything that is of the Saturnian nature, like physical stuff. You see what I mean? It can be a currency, it can be homes. A lot of people are dealing with the Ace of Pentacles energy.
That's
and
good.
The divine is bringing through all of these resources all of a sudden, whether it be the loan you needed to start your new business, whether it be that building you needed so you could do this retreat. All of this stuff is going to start just popping, coming through for the light workers that have been waiting, right? And then it's gonna, then you're gonna have to step up and do whatever show you're gonna do, whatever it is that you're doing. When for so long you've been just chilling, you know, like, I wanted to do this, but not manifesting. So let me just play around over here, blah, blah. Now that thing that you've been wanting to do is going to show up in your face, full resources, 100% go, and just don't deer in headlights. Okay.
All right. I got to ask you, Josie, when do you think are the important dates for these things happening, like retrogrades coming out with Jupiter and then the cascade? What attention, if you had to pick 3 major dates going between now and the end of the year, what would they be?
It could be the first major date is October 26th, right? And at the end of this year, we have a Venus retrograde dealing with love and money, okay, and Venusian stuff. However, that's just to make sure that people are responsible with the resources that they are being given. So even though we're going to have a Venus retrograde and everything, it doesn't mean that we won't be moving forward with large collective global projects. Okay, so October 26th, and then again around the second week of January 2022, and another sometime in March. I would say somewhere, because I'm looking at the planetary alignments, they're showing me planets. They're showing me somewhere around mid-March would be the third like burst of momentum with this energy. So there's going to be people who get it first, people who get it second, you know, people who get it third, and it's just going to trickle down, because the people that are getting these resources and things like that, it's because they have that big, what do you call it, purpose.
Humanitarian projects.
They're going to disperse it. You see, properly wherever it needs to go, and it's going to create momentum, you see. And 2022 is a number 6 year, so it's all about harmony, intuition, home. What else, you guys? Because I'm like, what? They're adding to the basic meaning of that number 6 year. Fluid. 2022 is going to be a very fluid year. And it's going to be, they're calling it the year of partnerships. Okay. Wow. So if you're a person that strives to like work by yourself, like you don't like working with other people, I feel like you'll find it easier to actually deal with partnerships and contracts in 2022. Okay.
Nice.
That's going to be most beneficial because, again, the number 6 energy rules partnerships, intuition, home, harmony, peacemaking. So what that tells me, though, is naturally we're going out with a bang in 2021. Okay.
Yeah.
Divine Artistry said January 11th, you guys. So y'all look out for that date too.
My God, January 11th. That's another. It's like all the master builders, 111, because you have the 2 1s and the 2, 1, and then the 2 1s is another 2, and then you have 2022 master builder numbers. Of course, it's going to be a building year. Like
very intuitive year. A lot of people that don't trust or don't know that they have intuition are all of a sudden going to be online as well. A lot of magic's going to happen next year. It's just they keep showing me next year fluid, like it's fluid.
Yeah.
So manifestation is going to change. It's going to be different. Okay. Sorry, I gotta drink some more water.
No, stay hydrated. We need to use the water to sow the light into our bodies. I always tell people that after energy work. Always drink a lot of water. Yeah, water break. Woo. Water break. Woo. See what you triggered there?
But yeah, there's some beautiful things coming. We just got to get through the big bang of the end of this year, because it doesn't mean that everything's going to be smooth sailing. You just have to,
yeah, Michael just popped off. He has another show after, so I'm not sure if he was trying to leave or say, I didn't catch him if he was trying to leave for that. But you guys, I think you saw on the ticker going across the bottom, his spiritual crypto shows at 9:30. So in less than about 25 minutes, he'll be over on spiritual cryptos. So if you have any questions at all about cryptocurrency or anything in the cryptocurrency field, any questions at all, just ask him. Go over to his channel on spiritual cryptos. Now, I promoted this last week, and he had some tech issues and he had some problems and he could not get on the internet. So I forgot to ask him about that while he was still on. There were issues. So
he was having some more issues.
I think he was tonight because he was on and off and all that. But if he is having issues and he doesn't get on and you still want to know about spiritual cryptos, go over to that YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the bell so that if he does go live, you'll get the notification, but also so you can comment on one of his videos or send him a question. Michael Rolla, he's got the answers with cryptos, and he does a lot of research before he'll recommend anything. He knows what he's talking about. So grateful.
Cool.
Josie, thank you so much for coming on here with us tonight. You were just a wealth of information.
That was great.
Yeah, I went to your YouTube channel before when I was making a little banner, a little ticker for you, and I realized I'm already subscribed to your channel, girl. Oh man.
Oh my goodness, it's hard to keep up. It is definitely hard to keep up.
You're in the Holy Bird tribe, right?
I'm not on Facebook at all anymore, and
smart girl.
also got off of WhatsApp as well. I have Instagram, but it's not tied to me personally.
All right. So tell us now, when you do, if you want to have people join you, should they go to your website, or should they go when you do Zooms as that private invitation, or how should people get in touch with you?
The link tree link is link. You know what?
Tell me what it is, because I'll put it in the ticker and then we'll put it up.
Linda, I sent it to you.
I'm trying to visualize it. Yeah, because it's not the same. I can't. It's link.tree or something like that. The way they have it is weird, but it's Awakening 1111 is the after the slash of that link tree link. And again, it's Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday it's 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
7:30, you said? PM?
Yes.
Okay.
And Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I had to add another day because, again, there's a lot happening.
All right, let's see if I got this right here. Oh, crap. Nope, that I just missed everything you told me. I'm sorry. I think I deleted it right after I typed it in. Oh, all right. We'll get it for you. I'll put it in the description box too. I know Sarah sent me something, but actually I'm having tech issues with my phone again, and it's not letting me. All I can do is scroll up through the notifications. I can't actually turn my phone on. So I'm going to have to do another reboot. They're laughing at me.
I usually post it in the comments, the community tab of my channel too, the link.
Oh, perfect. All right. In the community tab. All right. So go over to our YouTube channel, and that's here. Well, let's show this again too. So that's Josie Jackson over on YouTube. Click the bell, and in the community tab, you can find what we were just talking about and everything she just announced. Josie, thank you so much for coming on. I am so glad we made this connection.
Yeah.
I had my earbuds in. I was too loud. They were like, "Hey, you're loud. I'm live. Don't say nothing stupid." my son just walked in. I was too loud.
Ooh, why?
Don't worry about it. I'm live.
Yes, she is live. So tomorrow night, Sherry and I will be over on Sherry's channel, and that's Sherry Bausch. She was on the ticker earlier when I was talking to you about Michael's. We were running that earlier. Here it is again. And if you guys, if I go down or whatever, don't worry, I'm not going away. So just go over to Rumble and subscribe to me over there, and I will start posting there. They're here and there and trying to preparing just in case they kick me off, because I have no warnings left. I'm done after the next one. So hopefully I can stick around for a little while longer, because I appreciate YouTube and the platform that it is, but you keep censoring us, so we're just going to have to go elsewhere.
That part.
So, yeah. All right. So join me and Sherry tomorrow. And anybody else, any last minute thoughts, any last comments that you guys want to say? Or wait, do we have any questions? Did anybody ask any questions in the comments? I'm sorry.
Nice to meet you, Diane. I didn't really see any.
Okay. Because I wasn't following at the same time. I was trying to do other stuff. All right. Divine Artistry birthday. When's your birthday, Queen Luna?
I think it's January 11th for the Divine Artistry.
That's a wonderful birthday.
That's what she was saying.
Aha. Yeah. I'm just looking through these real quick to see. Bev's thanking you too.
I'm January 9th, you guys.
Oh, nice. It's the opposite of 911. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Wait. Yeah. Kind of.
I'm super excited for my birthday this year. It's the 23rd of November. I'll be 44 this year. So.
Oh, girl, we need to have an angel party.
That's right. That's right.
I don't feel 44.
44 is a good number. 44 is a great number.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm feeling it. So it is what it is.
44, you're a baby. You're a baby. All right, so young. She's like, don't call me a baby.
I'm a grown.
I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for doing the work. Thank you for speaking your truth. Thank you for being sisters and brothers out there. There's still good guys out there that are, speaking their spiritual truth and standing in, their warrior self, their full manly warrior self. And thank you guys just for being there and being in that space. Anyway, I think I got to get going, because I'm sweating up a storm here. The energy's still coursing like that. It's coursing like crazy, but I know there's always like one last thing, and I go, oh, I didn't mention that. So for anything I didn't mention, I'll send it on the Christ grid. You'll get it up there. All right, guys, be a little bit better today than you were yesterday, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.